for that job. Now, will you move on? That situation didn't work out. Now, will you move on? Look at somebody, tell them, move on. Tell them again, tell them, move on.
Get over it.
Yes, yes.
Problem with when growth takes place, you will begin to realize that it was never about the donkeys.
Wow.
When growth takes place, you will begin to realize it was never even about you in the first place.
That's so true.
You want to get somebody or some situation or something in your mind right now and say, you know what? It wasn't even about that. I thought I made it about that.
Right. That's good.
I made it about it.
I made my whole life's journey, all that crying and snotting, spitting, and being depressed, going through, seasons of being depressed, and everybody in the whole church got to feel sorry for you because you come in every week looking like somebody done killed you, and we all got to feel sorry for you. You made it about that. It wasn't even about that, but you made it about that.
Right.
It's just truth. Just truth today. I'm going to go to the 10th chapter, and I'm going to show you what it was all about, and then I'm going to take my seat. Let's go to the 10th chapter. I want to show you something here. I want to show you something in the 10th chapter. Verse number 1. Verse number 1. You there?
Yeah.
Then Samuel took a vial of oil and poured it upon his head and kissed him and said, is it not because the Lord hath anointed thee to be captain over his inheritance? Unfortunately, you missed your cue to give God praise, because that was the place right there to bless God. Because it was never about the donkeys. It was never about what I lost. It was never about what I had to give up. But it was about the oil that God wanted to pour on me. It was never about who left me. It was never about who did you wrong. It was never about the money that you gave that you never got back. It was never about the 5 divorces that you went through. It was never about the people that put their mouth on you. It was never about none of those things. But it was always about God's oil. And there's a few of you in this room today. You've been through many great trials and stresses and tribulations. And the pedagogy left you bleeding. The journey left you wounded. The journey left you suffering somewhere on the side of the road. But God said, I had to take you through that season because I had a plan. And my plan wasn't to leave you wounded. My plan wasn't to leave you broken. My plan wasn't to leave you searching. But my plan was to get you in position. My plan was to get you in place. Because I can't pour the oil on you when you're still looking for donkeys. And so God says to Samuel, he's now ready for the oil to be poured on him. Oh my God, when I began to look back over my own life and the things that I went through, many dreadful things, many hurtful things, only today I realized it was about the oil. Is there anybody in the room that will say to God, I'm ready now, pour the oil? Glory to God. I'm ready now. Spent the last 5 years of your life chasing answers that you will never get answers to.
Oh my God. Chasing answers. Wow.
Still trying to figure out, why did I have to lose the house? Why did you get pregnant at 15? Why didn't that relationship work out? Why did I move 500 miles away only to come right back? Why? the why. Because they've already gone back. That's what he said. The donkeys have already gone back to where they were. In other words, I told you a little while ago, there are some things in your life you can't settle it. You can't answer the question to this day. You're probably still trying to figure out why. But look at somebody said, the oil, the oil, the oil. It was for the oil, the oil. So I came this morning to speak a prophetic word to Word Empowerment Church. And to those of you that are in this room and you're not disciples here, you just become benefits of it. But I came today to let you know God said that we are now positioned for the oil. God said, Pastor Griffin, that we've gone through not only as a body, but individually. You might not, this might be your first time in Wechurchnc. Where's the people that is their first time? Okay, these babies over here, this is their first time, but I promise you that they have the kind of testimony that will say, I went through some things that I still don't understand. Lost some stuff that I still don't know why I lost it. Had people to put their mouth on you and you still don't know why they did it. But God said, I was positioning you for the oil. In other words, God said, this is now the time for you to put away your tears and your questions. It's time for the oil now. Anybody ready for the oil? Anybody ready for the oil? The oil represents the anointing of God. The oil represents timing. Not only anointing, but the oil also represents the timing of God. Word Empowerment Church. God says, this is the time for the oil.
Right.
Hallelujah. This is the time for the oil to be poured, standing all over the building. I came today to speak this word that God's ready to pour the oil. That's why many in this room, we've had a forward-thinking transformation. Oh my God. A forward-thinking transformation. Apostle's been teaching a series. Forward-thinking for forward living. God can't expand your mind, take you into forward thinking until you first be done with old stuff.
That's good.
And I know you've heard this kind of sermon preached for almost all of your life. And the reason why you keep hearing it is because you didn't get it.
Wow, that's good.
People say sometimes when a preacher preaches one thing in the morning and preaches another thing in the afternoon, they say, oh, that was just confirmation. No, it wasn't confirmation. It means you didn't get it in the morning. So I came today to let you know that God says to us, He's ready now to pour the oil. Are you happy about that? While I'm standing, I want to offer prayer to some people in the room. I know this is a little unorthodox the way we're doing service today, but please just